might be wondering why I'm rocking it out at a benefit concert. Mind your own business, and I might tell you.
Partial funding for this program was provided by
You know what people say, it's not what you know, but who you know. And that's true in just about every context, including business. The more people who know and like you, the more likely you are to grow your business.
People do business with people they like and trust. Anyway, we want to do business with people that like us and trust us. We don't want to do business with people who only care about price. So how do we differentiate ourselves? We need to do a really good job of developing relationships with people who like us and trust us.
I found whatever I've put out as helping the town, I've got back twofold. I find it gets my name out there, and that's not what I'm doing, but it's one of those benefits of helping out in town. And two, you're doing something very good, which people acknowledge that, even if it's I'm not doing it for personal gain, but it comes back as personal gain for sure. Helping, with the Terry Render Fund, it was just one of those things that the Kinsmen, we could pull off very quickly. And I enjoy doing it. It's kind of like a guy's night out without the debauchery and stuff. It's just a fun way to give back, and it's a fun thing to do. I enjoy, tending bar and doing events is fun. I guess it's part, me being a realtor too, is I like being out in the public eye. So again, doing events and funds and stuff, it comes back twofold.
But there is a few people I'd really like to thank. And if I can just take a moment just to do that, there's the Kinsmen. They come here, they got the hall, they did the bar. There's actually let me look here, see what I do have. Oh yes, of course, and the good old NGBB. We don't have a sign hanger in the group, but we're going to try and recruit one here, I think, very soon.
Wow, yeah, it all comes around. What goes around comes around. I've always been a big believer in supporting the community, and anything you can do to help, it does come back to you.
If you're just starting out in business, helping out in the community can actually help you hone your craft. If you're working in marketing, consider helping an event or an organization get attention. And Habitat for Humanity is always looking for plumbers. Just think how many apprentice hours you could get in.
It's been great. It's I always find you learn something on everything you do, and you take it in. Part is Keller Williams as well. We have what we call Red Day, and that's every Keller Williams agent gets out in North America and does some sort of fundraising, some sort of service for the community that they're in.
Like I said, I'm newer to it, but I've found that I just get to know the people a little bit better, which my business itself is partly connecting with people.
We're fairly involved in the community. We worked with the YMCA on training kids a few years ago with regards to gardens. We set up all their gardens. Some of our staff became involved with that. It was one of our staff that suggested we do something like that. We built their gardens. We developed it with them. We planted their seeds. We harvested their product, and then we put on a dinner for some of their volunteers. For our appreciation with the kids. So it was a whole development with the kids so that they saw it from start to end, different groups as it went, but it was great. It was good for our staff, it was good for the kids, and as far as I know, the program still continues. We're involved with Loaves and Fishes quite a bit, SPCA. I think it's really important, I've always said, and I kind of instill that into our staff. This community supports us, it pays us, it's only fair that we give back to it. So it's something I truly believe in.
Unlike a restaurant, who depends on the community to patronize their restaurant, we depend more on our community to provide us with people that want to work here. So, investing in the community and being a good corporate citizen is something either want to do or you don't want to do. The reasons we do what we do is not because we depend on business from the community, we depend on people from the community, and people make it happen. This is a people business, and you know, when we depend so much on people, we want the best people, and so hopefully it's a fun place to work, and it's a good place to work, and it's a place people are proud of to work. And when someone who works here sees us doing something in the community, they should view that as their helping to provide that opportunity to the community. It's not about me, it's about this place. And you know, we do a lot of things, big and small. It should all matter and it should all help, but it's a little different because of the nature of our business. And you know, I wish every industry in this community supported us, but they don't, for various reasons, and you know, I have to accept that, but that's business.
People prefer to hire somebody who they know. Being active in your community helps you build a network. Not only does it help you meet new people, it's also personally rewarding.
You know, we've done great things, and again, that speaks to our group dynamic here, and that team, that amazing team that we have, is that we've done things like we've put teams together. Right now, I'm the captain of Team Merrickville for Ride the Rideau. It's a cycle. We cycle from Ottawa to here. Originally, I was going to a few of the planning meetings on that here, and with the hospital, Ottawa Hospital, and I thought, oh, it's really important to have, you know, a local team that's really going to welcome this event. Right. You know, this is will be our third year this year. And then I was getting more and more excited as time went on, and then I signed up, and I'd never ridden my bike more than, you know, 20 kilometers. So turns out it's totally doable, and I had 18 on my team last year, yeah. And we raised $27,000 for the Ottawa Hospital research.
Wow. Yeah, being a part of your local community is very important. Everyone that looks different for every person. You know, you probably know the people in your community that are very visually in front of people and connected with different groups. But there's a lot of things you can do to be a part of a community. Just simply by making yourself available or letting people know what you do. Oftentimes, the very customers that you already have are connected with other community groups. The best thing you can do about someone is learn more about them than you do your own product. I believe it was in the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And he says, and also my business coach, Danny Johnson, will say, learn more about people than your product and you'll become unusually successful. That's absolutely true. The more I learn about other people, my clients or my friends, the more I understand what their needs and goals and interests are, which helps me then to connect with the groups, the community groups that they're a part of. Mm-hmm. So yes, I've done quite a bit of not volunteer, but what I mean, I've volunteered a lot of websites for different community groups over the years, mm-hmm. At cost or free or at a hit to me. Yeah. Partially because I do believe in you know, community groups. I believe in a lot of the efforts that are going on out there, especially when it helps to you know, in the community for fundraising things for kids or families. Mm-hmm. I believe in that quite strongly. So by doing that, what you're doing is, again, increasing your own value. Right. If I can provide something, usually the services you provide, you know, it's not a great cost to you, it's your time. Mm-hmm. And that goes a long way in the community. When you can help out another organization, don't do it just to help out yourself. Do it because you want to help the organization. Mm-hmm. But what happens through that is the referrals. So it just happens.
It's like social media.
Yeah.
It's it can be a red herring. It's just like, you know, social media, that's how you're going to grow your business. Networking. That's what you should be doing. It doesn't automatically work, especially if you have to pay, you know, $100 to join this organization or $100 to join that organization or whatever. So you've joined all these organizations and you're wondering why your business isn't picking up. And then it's because, well, you're not necessarily involved. You're not really building a relationship with those key people. So you think you're networking, you go to the events, but you're not really engaging, you're not contributing to that organization. So the secret of networking, if you're going to do that kind of thing, is to be very careful about what you choose to be involved in, be selective, whether there's the financial cost, but more than the financial cost is that, well, be involved in that group, volunteer, help run an event, help be on the executive, help make some policy decisions. And again, be seen as a leader. So two things, you're obviously contributing, which is your investment, but you're also demonstrating your leadership capacity. So someone will look to you saying, who's that guy that was here? That we want to deal with him. So that's probably all I have to say about networking, except again, it becomes a pitfall if you think that just by joining all these groups, everybody's going to say, what a great guy, and flock to your business. You have to be involved, and it goes back to building that relationship.
When I lived in Toronto, I did some volunteer work with a hospice and also did some volunteer work with a non-profit organization, which were really much more isolated work. But so I didn't really get a chance to reach out to the community in the way I am now, but it's all good.
You know, again, if you look at the alternative, if we didn't support the community, and if we didn't provide what we could to the community, what kind of a message does that send to the community, and how does that make people feel about working here or wanting to work here? It's you know, you always have to look at the alternative.
You know, if you shop at this store or you know, Johnson's or Derek Smokin's, you know, you're dealing with the owners, and when they make money, you know, they're spending money right here. And that's, I believe that's what it comes down to is the money stays here. And you know, if you can buy something a little cheaper at Walmart today, well, you know, a year from now, when their competition isn't so much, that price is going to be higher because they've got to make money just like everyone else.
In uncertain economic times, developing a community is also a safety net. People tend to take care of their own.
Getting involved in the community means you're actually involved with the people in your community, and those people are your customers, some of them are your suppliers, and you build on that, the energy in the community to build your business and theirs at the same time. That's community.
Partial funding for this series was provided by and by